Obviously, I can tweak all that real quick, lease details, location, contact us. And again, now in seconds, I've just created something that I could use.
Jonathan, I wonder, we talked a little bit about like content ideation. So like, like blog posts and video scripts and things like that. Like this is something I think a lot of people struggle with the old blank screen of death. Like, what do I say? What do I do? Like a lot of times, like that. And you had an example you gave me where there was a client who was struggling with, like what was it? Like a half used warehouse.
Yeah. So, yeah, good example. So this happens to be a old client of mine. He just bought a new building. He's only using half of it. He wants to sublease the rest of it out, literally. And he's not using ChatGPT. So we were chatting about it yesterday, and I'm like, Rick, you've got to just tell ChatGPT, I bought a new building. I'm only using half of it. I want to sublease this out to other businesses that need office space. How should I do that? And he's like, ChatGPT will give me an answer. I said, give you a great answer. So I'll just do that in a minute. So I just bought a building. We're only using half of it. Key here is, remember, prompt ChatGPT like you're talking to a person. Give them the same type of information and it'll work well.
I found, by the way, that people who find this the easiest have had employees and have had to, like, essentially we're giving them a form similar to prompts and having to refine it and things like that. And, just like that, I actually just had somebody who asked me if I could help their VA take something to the finish line. And they're essentially asking me, like, can you give them another prompt to take this from 80% to 100%?
All right. So misspelling it. Good news is it knows what I want. So I said, I just bought a building. We're only using half of it. I want to sublease the open space out to small business owners and entrepreneurs in the area. So what's it tell me to do? Define your ideal tenants. Important. Create a compelling listing. Leverage online platforms. Utilize local business. Okay, that's great. Now let's be even better and say you are and my wife would tell me I got to do that, right? Expert commercial real estate broker. I have 6 offices to lease. I'm located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is where I'm at. How write a listing for this space. And let's see what it does. So here we go. Prime office space available in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Are you a small business owner or entrepreneur seeking ideal office space in the bustling city of Grand Rapids? Look no further. Blah, 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 blah. We're present 6 exceptional offices. Features, location, design, flexible spaces, natural light, amenities, customization. Obviously, I can tweak all that real quick. Lease details, location, contact us. And again, now in seconds, I've just created something that I could use if I'm subleasing this space out. This isn't just about content creation for a blog post or for a website or for social media. ChatGPT does all that, but this is even better because this helps me with a real business problem and creates that idea right off the bat.
Yeah, now, I mean, it's like you just got to add a couple of meaningful specifics and you got like an amazing framework. Like, it actually hits on a lot of the things like I'd be interested in if I was renting an office, like a conference room and high-speed internet, things like that. Like, I mean, I don't even know if those things are actually true about the space, but I'm sure your client could cater to that.
Well, and that's it. Now you can go. I mean, if I'm figuring, I may not understand. Okay, I should talk about the location. I should talk about the design. He's just renovated the whole space, so he needs to talk about that. They are flexible. He's got room to do that. It does have natural light. He's got windows. That's natural light. He can talk about the amenities, like you mentioned. Okay, yeah, I've got a Keurig. I've got high-speed internet. You've got a lockable office door. Blah 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 blah. Whatever is relevant to that, and then he can put in his pricing and what the terms and all that type of stuff, put in the location. And again, for all we know, he could go post this on LinkedIn and have it leased out, today. It could be as simple as that. So that's where I see so much power in the ability to use this. And again, all going back to, remember, when you're prompting, Tell ChatGPT who it should act like, and it will dramatically impact the quality that you're getting. And remember, longer prompts will almost assuredly get you better responses out of the AI. So treat it like you are an assistant. You know, a lot of us have assistants that may be VAs overseas. We all know if you want that VA to do a good job for you, you've got to explain what you want done in a fair amount of detail. They're great, but they still need that context. If you give that same context to ChatGPT or even Bard, you'll get so much better quality out of that. It's unbelievable.
Just an example of what Jonathan's talking about, like I did a thing in 2017, long before the world went mental, where I was showing lawyers like all the things you could hire on Fiverr and virtual assistants. And one of the things they were really interested in getting is like, you're telling me I don't have to spend, $5,000 for a designer to make a logo. I can just go for $5 on Fiverr. And I kind of laughed because I'm like, most of the time those $5,000 designers are just flipping it for $5 on Fiverr anyway. And then they asked me how to do it, and a couple of the lawyers I remember had a really good experience, and a couple of the ones had a really bad experience. And the ones who had a bad experience, it was just a generic prompt of like, make me an awesome looking logo. And then of course, like, you don't know what you want, it doesn't work. And then the ones who had the most success with it were like, I like these 3 logos, I like the blue, I like the hammer, I like the blah blah blah, I like the lettering, can you make something similar to that except with this little change? And the more they had, like you said, a longer prompt with some meaningful specifics, like almost always they got what they wanted. And it's usually like when you just do like a make me something / anything, that you get kind of like meaningless outputs. But in your case, like, you're Russell Brunson, you're a commercial broker, this is what we're after, like this specific thing, we're in this specific location. Like there's some meaningful specifics are usually the difference between garbage out and like actually getting like something useful. And it's the same with employees. Like I said, I think people who find this the easiest have found that, like, you have to do this stuff with employees too.
Absolutely. The other thing that, frankly, we didn't talk about, but I show real quick that I think it makes so much sense is I'm going back to my original prompt before I asked anything else, but you can have ChatGPT ask you additional questions that it thinks is relevant. So, please ask me additional questions and allow me to answer prior to giving me your best response. And watch, I'll redo this, and it's going to, there we go. So before I give a response, I need a few things. One, what's the location? How much open space are you looking to sublease? What amenities are there? What's the target audience? What's your rental price? Are there any specific requirements for subtenants, specific industries or collaboration? Do you have any unique selling points? I can now answer those, and it will take each of those answers and incorporate that into the listing that I just asked it to create. So remember that ChatGPT can be a darn good consultant and guide for you as well.
Can we this is great, by the way, and I'm can we do one more, because I want to, for sure, just being respectful of your time, I know you're a busy dude kicking ass in life, do one more. We had talked about like kind of video script ideation and things like that. You had some clients who were struggling, like, what do I say, and blah blah blah. And ChatGPT can, like, really knock that out of the park.
Absolutely. So, again, what I want to do here is I want to start with somebody that
Hey guys, if you like this video, you'll also like my book on Amazon called Beyond the Agency Box, which you can also find by my name, Frankie Finn, and it's got a lot of awesome reviews. And it really just goes deeper on a lot of the things we're talking about, everything you need to grow and start a lifestyle agency, from the stages you'll go through to getting clients, to how to create winning offers, to high value deliverables, to wowing clients, to building teams, to building systems, and building a boring factory that's like a 7-figure money machine for you. So if you're interested, I put links for you in the video description, as well as it'll be in the pinned top comment below, and make sure to check those out.